Hello students. In this video, I am going to explain cost accounting concept. First of all, what is cost? Cost means the amount of expenditure, actual or notional, incurred on or attributable to a given things. The cost refers to expenditure, not the price of any goods. It is the process of ascertaining the cost. And move on to next slide. What is costing? It is a systematic procedure for ascertaining the cost per unit out of produced or service rendered. And next one is meaning of cost accounting. It is concerned with recording, classifying, and summarizing cost for determination of cost of product or services, planning, controlling, and reducing such cost, and furnishing of information to the management for decision making. Okay, and then definition of cost accounting. Cost is a measurement in monetary terms of the amount of resources used for the some purpose. That is according to Arthur Anthony's definition, and according to Weldon, costing is the classifying, recording, and appropriate allocation of expenditures for, for the determination of cost of product or service. According to Fremgen, cost accounting is the process of recording, classifying, allocating, and reporting the various costs incurred in the operation of an enterprises. Then, objectives of cost accounting. Uh, there are some objectives. One is ascertainment of cost, estimation of cost, cost control, cost reduction, determining the selling price, facilitating the preparation of financial and other statements, providing basis for operating policies. And then move on to the next slide. Elements of cost. So elements of cost, the cost can be classified into three categories. One is material, another one is labor, and third one is expenses. So the material can be classified into two. One is direct material and another one is an indirect material. So the substance from which finished product is made is known as materials. So direct material, it is one which can be directly or easily identified in the product. For example, timber in furniture, cloth in dresses, etc. Indirect material. Indirect material which cannot be easily identified in the product. For example of indirect material at factory level, lubricant oils, consumable stores, etc. At office level, printing and stationery, brooms, dusters, etc. At selling and distribution level, packing, materials, printing and stationery, etc. And then next element is labor. The human effort required to convert the materials into finished product is called labor. So the labor can also be classified into two categories. One is a direct labor and another one is an indirect labor. Direct labor. It is one which can be conveniently identified or attributed wholly a particular job, product, or a process. For example, wages paid to carpenter, fees paid to tailor, etc. Indirect labor. It is one which cannot be conveniently identified or attributed wholly to a particular job, product, or process. Example of indirect labor at a factory level, foreman's salary, workman's salary, gatekeeper's salary, etc. At office level, account salary, general manager salary, manager's salary, etc. At selling and distribution level, salesman salary, logistic manager salary, etc. And third element is expenses. So expenses, whether it is a direct expenses or a indirect expenses. So direct expenses are those expenses which can be directly allocated to a particular job, process, or a product. For example, excise duty, royalty, special hire charges, etc. Indirect expenses. Indirect expenses are those expenses which cannot be directly allocated to a particular job, a process, or a product. So other expenses are those expenses other than the material and labors. So example of other expenses at a factory level, factory rent, factory insurance, lighting, etc. At a office level, office rent, office insurance, office lighting, etc. At a selling and distribution level, advertising, showroom expenses like rent, insurance, etc. So the cost classifications on the basis of nature, on the basis of function, on the basis of direct and indirect, classification on the basis of variability, classification on the basis of controllability, classification on the basis of normality, classification on the basis of financial, accounting and classification, classification on the basis of time, classification on the basis of planning and control, and last one is classification on the basis of managerial decision making. With this, my presentation is over. Thank you.